Alrighty, though I'm sick on this beautiful January 4th of the new 2026 year, it's time we actually dive back into AI software, apps, and tools because honestly, this AI stuff is getting a little bit out of hand. So let's jump into my computer and we'll go from there. Alrighty, let's get the show on the road. So, I wanted to go over another app or software tool, I guess you can called Content Rewards, right? This is something from WAP actually, and it's a feature that they had on WAP for quite some time, right? But it actually turned into a little bit more than just a feature. It actually turned into a whole entire website software, right? That basically just simply takes you to WAP. So if you press start earning today, you put in your name or whatnot, you put in your email, right, .gmail.com. It basically just takes you to WAP so you can sign up on there and do that sort of thing, right? That's all cool stuff, but we're not really here for that. We're actually for the Content Rewards website, the app, the software, right? So I've actually rebuilt it with AI in probably about 48 minutes, like definitely under an hour. Obviously a few tweaks here and there, right? Making it actually functional, attaching APIs or, functionality or whatnot. Yes, that's going to take some time, but again, that depends where you're actually trying to take the software. So this is just to show that, it is possible. So here again, I have the actual Content Rewards real page, right? And this is my page, right? You can definitely tell, a few different diagrams, few different animations, right? A few things look different. Like if you look at the nav bar, how the nav bar drops into a pill rectangle shape, right? We could sort of have that happening right here. We have our 3 steps. The 3 steps on the actual one look much better, right? Because obviously, again, all these things are, I bet you, custom, like animated and diagrammed, right? We can definitely use different things than just these half circle bar graphs, right? But at the end of it all, it still works, and this particular product is at that MVP stage. So rebuilding this fully exactly to the T with all the exact animations just would not make sense. So we have a few little diagrams kind of like that, and this is obviously the website that I made. This is the actually campaign section where you discover popular campaigns, right? It sort of just shows you around the campaigns and stuff. I think it did actually, the AI did pretty damn well on this. I mean, again, this is not like it would not be functional, right? This compared to this is very similar, matter of fact. So then it has a testimonial user page, right? This is actually super sick, and they don't have it. They just have a carousel that you sort of flip through, and we have it where it's all these testimonials in this like infinite sort of scroll, which is really cool, to be honest. The frequently asked questions, the FAQ section, it's basically the same damn thing, right? You just get to open up a bunch of FAQs, nothing too crazy there. And then this is sort of our footer that looks somewhat similar, right? Obviously, again, different fonts. The main point is it's totally rebuildable. And the crazy part is this was just the creator view, meaning if you tap this button, it's supposed to turn into brand view. So this is for brands, this is for creators. So for brands, I actually like the way my software looks way better because black, white, and orange, it just looks so clean. So if you see, this is a completely different diagram now, okay? Scroll down here, again, looks way cleaner. They sort of have just different profile sections, verification sections, see what brands have achieved. We sort of actually followed the same exact flow as the previous page on this page, but it could definitely be redone, rebuilt. But I definitely like the contrast of the orange and black, looks way cleaner. This infinite scroll also looks insane. And I honestly think like in this brand view, it just looks stupid clean. It looks insane, right? The craziest part is, yes, this software does work, meaning, yes, you can actually log into it and see your metrics, see your campaigns, see how that performs. So we sort of went for this top menu. We didn't go for a sidebar, we went for a top menu bar. And then obviously we have a bunch of metrics with a bunch of currently just mock data, right? Campaigns, we will have, you can have your campaigns in there. Your videos, you can have your videos, shows earned, shows views, everything like that. And then this one is not showing because it's currently pending. That's what it shows. And then your earnings graph. And then you can obviously export your results. You have your account. You can obviously sign out. And then you can also, again, sign in actually as a brand, which is a completely different thing, which is very, very cool. I forgot my email here for the brand sign up. Let's try this here. Again, this just shows like what AI does, right? I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous stuff, right? It shows videos in review. It shows the top clippers on the brand view. That's for the dashboard. For the campaigns, we have this with the active, the paused campaigns. We have our creators, which is really, really cool. We have our analytics, which is super sick. I think this looks awesome. You can have a new campaign button, all sorts of stuff. And all of this to honestly show, again, what is truly possible with AI in this whole space, right? Like the fact that software turned from something that's inaccessible, that's in multi 6-7 figures, in that sort of range, and now it turned into, hey, you can have someone build this out for you for a few grand. You can have someone build this out for you for 5, 10, 15, even 20, 25K. Like that would still be cheap. You got to realize, because this is something that would take multiple months. We're talking 8, 12, a year plus in process, in production, right? For someone to actually be able to build this out for you, right? And this is just the MVP, but even at the MVP level, still take a ton of time. And it would also cost your pocket 6 to 7 figures, which is crazy. And now the whole craze is of, the whole new year and, it's 2026, this and that. People are still launching courses and they're going to continue launching courses, right? You can't stop those people. But one thing I will say, you having an actual audience and reputation online is something you should hold very near and dear to your heart, right? You shouldn't be, able to just shill down a course of like, hey, I can help you do this, and let's charge 5K because it's going to make sense, because we're going to have enough budget for marketing. We're going to have enough budget for ads. We're going to have enough budget for, filming high quality YouTube videos, which then again, you don't really even need, right? You don't need them to be high quality. Look, I'm just filming on my MacBook with, my phone and a tripod. Like it's nothing special. And I'm, quite clearly making it work pretty well. So with that being said, back to it again, another little case study show off of what AI can potentially build for you and something I could potentially build out for you. So if that's something you're interested in, you know where to find me in the description, on the channel, on the Instagram, email, phone number, you got it. So this year, all I'm hoping for is I get to see your software finally get launched this year.